was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Cardinals offense will get the football first. Isaac Brown, and everything in this attack runs through him.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. A give to Brown. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again. Look out, he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Cardinals are rolling down the field. Lost a throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Brown. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
They'll run this play from the pistol. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air, it's right. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Condors will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Here comes the option. He'll try to take it back. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And it'll be the Condors. Just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got him in the flat. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. Jumped on top of the pile.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Back to pass. It's right. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Wide receiver going in motion. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Brown running left. Got a little grass. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They're going to test the right side with this one. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up and 10.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Perkins. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Powers through the defender. At the 45 on his way. He now has 53 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. The Condors getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Got him downfield. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Touchdown, Condor! Once he got some room, it was over. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Makes it past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he tacks on the extra point. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's how the career starts. His first carry, fighting off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
The give on the inside. Got enough for the first. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. To the ground, he's got it again. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Makes the catch. It's McCoy. Breaks free and he might be gone. The tap. And he scores!
change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving.
He's into the open down the middle. The 20, 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Condor!
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep
caught, and he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Cardinals, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for his man in the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Keep it on the ground, it's Brown. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Got room on the return. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. The Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cardinals! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Swings it out to his running back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Picks up the first down. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess. To work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run the option. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. With the catch, it's Perkins. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Scanning the field, it's right. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. It's caught. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And it'll be the Condors will send out the punt unit. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Got enough for the first. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. First down, right back to Brown. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Hauls it in.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Condors come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make it.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And it'll be the Condors will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. There's a little room there. Touchdown Cardinals. And the pummeling has started.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Looking downfield, it's right. He's got the tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's King. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Pulls it, fired, complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Condors will line up to punt it away. And leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Hand off for Brown. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. One more time, it's Brown. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Pressure coming. Buried before he could blink.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Cardinals come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Might have a chance. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Brown again. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
This drive will open from the 15. On the run, it's Stevens. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's right. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. On the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Leaves it with the back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And it'll be the Condors send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Cherry. Finds his big tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. The give, running right, Brown.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Backed up now, here's second and long. The run inside. It's Brown. There's a crease. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Rush is on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Going to the run, it's Brown. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're...
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Running inside, it's Stevens. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on second and short. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Gives it on the option. Finding some room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Condors come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. It's some misdirection with the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here on third down. The old coaching cliche.